the cracks on the floor tonight. Neon shadows dance in the broken light. A heart beats loud, but it's out of sync. Lost in the rhythm, I can't quite dream. The air is heavy, it pulls me in. Pull me in that twisted mess. The grass ain't greener on the other side, no. You did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye. Glow, glow, shadow glow, falling deeper. I don't know. Glow, glow, shadow glow, pull me under, don't let go.
Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. So today, this is my 9th day hiking in a row. This is my amazing backpacking week and a bit. So we are doing Floe Lake, and this is about 10K to the campsite. I'm really looking forward to it. It is such a nice day for once. It's been raining for most of my other trips, except for Twin Falls. That one was pretty good, but Lake O'Hara was a lot of rain. So I'm very much looking forward to this, looking forward to swimming in the lake and just getting to the camp. So I am not getting any lighter, by the way. It's still crazy, but I'll see you guys further along the trail.
A mirror screams, but it's not my face. Reflections twist in a fevered haze. The crowd is a sea, but I'm still alone. Chasing whispers I'll never own. Yeah, it's heavy, it pulls me in. Pull me in that twisted mess. Glow, glow, shadow glow, falling deeper. I don't know. Glow, glow, shadow glow, pull me under, don't let go. Shadow glow, falling deeper. I don't know. Glow, glow, shadow glow, pull me under, don't let go. The horizon pulls me closer, a whisper in the wind. The map is blank before me. Where do I begin? No fear of what's uncertain. The unknown feels like home. With every step I'm finding a place I've never known. Let's go where no one has ever been. A world unseen.
Hey guys, we've made it to our lunch spot here. We're about 6 kilometers into the trail, and we're headed up to the first river crossing. I think there's 2 from what I remember from the last time. It was quite a few years ago, but yeah, we made it to this cute little spot. We've gained some elevation for sure, but we're gonna keep going up toward Floe Lake. All I remember was that after the river crossing, there's a bunch of switchbacks, and it's kind of pretty up there with the larches and stuff, and then we'll be at the lake. So I'm really hoping for a good campsite. We're kind of here later in the day, but well, let's hope for the best. I'll see you guys in the next clip.
Uncharted lands will claim them all. Rise like tides and let it fall. Just endless sea. Come drift with me. Come drift with me. claim them all. Rise like tides and let it fall. Just endless seas. Come drift with me. Come drift with me. Oh, come drift with me. Oh, and come drift with me. Oh, and come drift with me. And come drift with me.
Up all night by myself, trying to think of ways to you. Your voice stuck in my brain, we never got to see it through. And I know I feel more pain if we're speaking truth. Cause when the daylight comes I still lose. So will I feel it again? I just don't know. And I'm hoping I'll find a way to let go. So if you love me, how could you leave me so long?
Hey guys, so I just set up my tent literally just in time. It started raining. I feel like this always happens. If you guys saw my Lake O'Hara vlog, then you know that I've literally been camping in the rain for a while. Well, even if you saw my Egypt lake vlog as well, oh my gosh, this has just been the season of rain this summer. It's really annoying. I want one trip where I'm not drenched, you know? But literally perfect timing because I don't want to be setting up in the rain. I don't want to be wet and cold on my first night here. But I didn't even get to see the lake. That's the thing. Like, I didn't even go down to the lake. I filmed a time lapse of me setting up the tent because I was like, okay, the tent is the most important thing. It's my shelter. I need to do it like ASAP. So I did that and I was like, I want some photos by Floe Lake. But I didn't even make it there. It started pouring. So, I guess I have a really cute outfit on. That's why I wanted to take a photo by the lake, but I think that's going to be a tomorrow thing. I might just wear the same thing just for photos and then like change. But oh my gosh, you guys, I can't believe it's raining again. So we haven't eaten dinner yet. We're kind of just waiting for this to pass. I'm going to do my inside tent setup for you guys. I'll do that as a time lapse as well because it takes so freaking long. But I'm so happy that I got everything set up before it started pouring. But it's raining pretty bad right now. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Yeah, so I'm gonna do my inner tent setup. I'll see you guys in the next clip.
So will I feel it again? I just don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. Cause when the daylight comes I still lose. So will I feel it again? I just don't know. just don't know. Looking back at our time, hoping that we did it right, and give me any reason to call you up late at night. And we know it's for the best, I won't put up a fight, cause when the daylight comes I still lose. So will I feel it again? I just don't know. And I'm hoping I'll find a way to let go. So if you love me, how could you leave me so low? So will I feel it again? I just don't know.
Hey, I don't even have a mic this morning. I'm a mess. It's very early. We woke up at 5:55 a.m. to catch the sunrise, and it still hasn't risen yet. And what time is it? It's like 6:30.
6:33.
6:33. Yeah, so we're just out here with our jet boils, making coffee and waiting, and this is gonna be our view. We'll update you guys later, hopefully when the sun rises.
The feeling behind my eyes. You stood out cause you were in red. Then, against my intentions, I let you turn me violet instead. Summer high, met you in August. New York, back to my cold apartment. Distance sucks, but at least I'm still with you. White out skies, middle November. You and I, flights to wherever. I don't mind, as long as it's with you. As long as it's with you. That we met at, where you were just a face in a crowd. And now I can't imagine me with anybody else, as we close out the night underneath the lilac sky. Summer high, met you in August. New York, back to my cold apartment. Distance sucks, but at least I'm still with you. White out skies, middle November. You and I, flights to wherever. I don't mind, as long as it's with you. As long as it's with you. As long as it's with
welcome to my after hike summary for Floe Lake backpacking edition. So this was my third backpacking trip of the year. I had to think about that. It was my third backpacking trip of the year and my final one, although I've done like multiple camping trips in the middle, and I don't think that Lake O'Hara is technically a backpacking trip because you don't actually have to carry your pack. You're kind of cheating. You're taking the bus there, so it's not backpacking. That one's more like backcountry camping. But I did like basically 10 days straight of backpacking and camping adventures, and 3 days of that trip was at Lake O'Hara, or like 4 days, I can't remember. 3 days plus like a travel day. This was the end of my 10-day adventure in the Canadian Rockies. This was like my final trip of the summer. I did do Waterton for the long weekend of September, but that one again is like a camping trip. Okay, I will tell you guys the stats of this one. Okay, so to get to Floe Lake, this is a 10.5K trip, and it's 827 meters of elevation. Okay, so normally I would say this is like, you know, a good like moderate hike, okay? Maybe on the harder side of moderate, especially if you are doing a day hike there. You're going back and forth because it's over 20K. I would say it's like a good, like solid, moderate day hike. But when you are carrying a pack with you, this is on the more challenging side of backpacking. However, I actually found it a lot easier than the Egypt Lake trip that I did in the beginning of the season. That was my first backpacking trip of the year. That one is way longer. And yeah, granted, the elevation on that one is more gradual. I did honestly find that one a lot harder, especially on the way back, because it's just basically you're going straight up to Healy Pass. That was rough. But the Floe Lake trip I found a little bit easier than that one. So it is going to be harder with a heavy pack, 100%. So as far as backpacking trips go, I would say this one is generally like hard. Okay, so for the 10K, it took us 5 hours and 30 minutes with a lot of breaks, a lot of, you know, snack breaks, and there was a lot of deadfall. This is an old forest fire burned area. The forest fire here was back in 2003, but the area still is, you know, recovering from that. So there is a lot of deadfall, a lot of burnt trees still. Parks Canada actually has done a pretty good job with containing all of the deadfall and stuff like that, but near the end of the trail, there's tons of deadfall. So there's a lot of trees to step over, a lot of obstacles. It felt like a hard obstacle course that was uphill, and all of the uphill was concentrated on the last section to get to Floe Lake. Mind you, there was some hills prior to that. There was some hills after the river crossing in the beginning. There is a bridge for the river crossing, by the way, if you are wondering. There is like a big hill to get past that, and then it kind of evens out a little bit. It's some gradual uphill, a lot of flat sections, but when you get closer and closer to Floe Lake, that is where you gain most of your elevation, and that part is the hardest part of the trail, to be honest, especially if you are carrying a heavy pack. So that was the way there. The way back was again 10.6K with a 132 meter elevation gain. So there's not a lot of elevation gain coming back. Most of it is after the river section. So there is, you know, like river crossings and that sort of thing. And, you know, to get out of the river crossing, you have to go uphill and stuff like that. So there is very minimal elevation gain going back. I think it was 26 degrees Celsius, which again is really hot, especially if you're carrying a heavy pack. So that was the way back. Overall, the backpacking trip was amazing. I absolutely loved Floe Lake. It definitely was a redemption trail for me because I did this one back in 2021 as just a day hike, and I did not have a great experience doing this one as a day hike. It was the beginning of September. It had been really hot, and that was the first kind of cold day, and it was raining up there all day long pretty much. It was snowing at the lake. It was so cold, and it was like humid cold, so it was like that bone chilling cold cold that you just couldn't get out of your body no matter how much you turn up the heat. It took my body like a good 2 hours to actually warm up after doing this hike. So I did not have a good experience the first time I did this trail, and I just wanted a redemption because this place is just so special. It's so beautiful, and it's honestly really sad that a lot of the glacier in this area has been receding and there's not a lot left. This is an amazing area. If you can get here, I highly recommend it. It's a great backpacking trail, and you can actually continue along to the rock wall. We did a day hike again in the same area. That is definitely really challenging terrain because you have to go over a few mountain passes and it's a lot of uphill. So I think that is definitely for more advanced backpackers, and people that are ultralight are gonna have no issue with that. Going on a hot day can also really affect how hard a trail is for you if you're carrying weight on your back, because obviously the more weight you're carrying and the hotter it is out, you're struggling a lot more. So yeah, absolutely love the area. Would definitely come back. The rock wall is definitely gonna be like an option as far as something that I would do. It's just something that I would do in the future when I'm more like conditioned and I can pack a little lighter. However, yeah, like I definitely want to come back. So loved Floe Lake, highly recommend it. If you have been backpacking for a while, you have a few trips under your belt, definitely recommend checking this one out. This is not a beginner trail though. This is not a beginner backpacking trip. If you are looking for beginner backpacking trips, I might actually kind of form a video on places I recommend going to, but yeah, that is pretty much it for this one. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you soon with a new video. If you are not already subscribed, please go ahead, click that subscribe button below. I upload 3 times a week, Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.